What's up everyone, how's it going? So in today's video is going to be the start of kind of a new series for this channel, and this is going to be basically top 10 mods of the month. Now I know the other Battlefront YouTuber, As a True, is pretty much the main person to do the top mods of the week or whatever, so this is just something that I'm wanting to do for fun on this channel, especially because now there's just not much news to go over, so I was just thinking of doing this maybe once a month or so. But with that said, let's get into number 10, and that is going to be Bryce's Filmic Firefights. Now, this is a somewhat simple mod, you could say, but it just makes a huge difference when playing Battlefront 2 because, for whatever reason, the blaster bolts and explosives and stuff aren't as vibrant as I think they should be, especially when compared to Battlefront 2015. Another YouTuber, Cinematic Captures, actually made a video comparing the blaster bolts from 2015's Battlefront and Battlefront 2 2017, and there's just a huge difference, but luckily this mod does fix it. Like I said, it's somewhat simple, but it does make a big difference when playing, and all around, I am really happy with using it. It is safe for multiplayer. I was playing with it last night and had no issues at all. I'm really hoping that DICE does look into this because we have seen a lot of videos on the Reddit get to the front page of them just comparing the blaster bolts and explosives to Battlefront 2015, and like I said earlier, it's a big difference, so if you want to get better blaster bolts, this is the mod for you. And next up at number 9, we have a texture mod for the Clone Jet Troopers, and this one is called the Clone Jet Trooper Variations by Rupture 13, and I really do love using this mod. It comes with 5 different variations that you can use, but what's really cool is that now that there is actual skins for the Jet Troopers, you can load 2 of these variants in the same game because there is a Phase 1 version and a Phase 2. So currently the one I'm running is the classic Battlefront edition ones, where it's the green Phase 1 Jet Trooper as well as the 501st Phase 2 Jet Trooper with the green visor. I think these look the cleanest out of all of them, although they all look good. We have the 501st, the Coruscant Guard, the Phase 1 and Phase 2 Camino Security, and then the Phase 1 Classic Battlefront look, and they just work really well and they look awesome, so I think Rupture did a great job with this mod. So if you are wanting some more Jet Trooper variations, specifically the ones from the classic games, this mod is perfect. Alright, so next up, before I get into this one, I just want to give a brief warning that this is a spoiler for the end of the Rise of Skywalker movie. If you have not seen it already, I will put a timestamp on the screen right now of when you can skip to so that you don't miss it. So yeah, go ahead and click there if you have not seen the movie yet, or just keep watching if you really don't care for spoilers, or of course if you have already seen it. But up at number 8, this is going to be Rey's Jedi Master Golden Lightsaber. And this mod was created by Nanobuds, and I really love the look of it. I remember whenever seeing the end of this movie, and then I was just thinking about how awesome this would be for an extra skin variation for Battlefront 2. Now, I still really can't tell if it is a double-bladed or not in the movie. It's really hard to tell, but this version is the single-bladed one, which is cool. And I've seen a lot of people in the community request this skin for Battlefront 2, and I have a feeling that they will add it, simply because it's just so unique, you know, the golden lightsaber. But this mod basically brings that to Battlefront 2, and it actually includes a whole new mesh for the lightsaber that looks really close to the one in the movie. The little prongs at the end look a little big, but that's not me complaining at all. I still think it looks really awesome. And of course, this goes for Rey's The Rise of Skywalker outfit. I'm not sure if it works for all the other outfits. I would assume it does. So if you don't have the Rise of Skywalker outfit, you won't need to buy it for this. You can use her Last Jedi or even the Force Awakens one. But yeah, I just think it looks really good on the Battlefront, especially considering the fact that all the lightsabers are either blue, red, or green, and it does get kind of old after a while. So having this golden one is really refreshing to see, and it just looks really good. Again, this was made by Nanobuds, and he did a great job, so be sure and download this if you want that yellow lightsaber. And next up at number 7, we have Gene's definitive Delta Squad 62 Scorch. Now, the Delta Squad have been made by a few other modders, which look really good, but what I really like about this one is it actually includes a brand new mesh import that has this little backpack on from the original Republic Commando game, and it looks really good. The textures on it look great, and they look like something that DICE would make. There's not a whole lot to talk about with this mod. I mean, it's basically just Scorch, but at the end of the day, it looks really unique, and like I said, that mesh import really adds to this mod. And Gene is actually working on all 4 of the Delta Squad members. Currently, he has the Scorch one out, of course, but then he's also made a Boss one, which looks really good as well. So be sure and download this if you want to see the Delta Squad in Battlefront 2. And then next up at number 6, we have a skin that I have seen requested from the community for so long now, and unfortunately we don't really know if we're going to get something like this or not. But this is the Cyborg Legs Darth Malgus skin, and it looks really good. I remember seeing over on the modding Discord, this guy was working on this for a long time now, and he finally finished it. It just got released. And I gotta say, this is one of the best looking mesh import mods I've seen. It looks amazing, and it's got so many custom details about it that really add to it. Of course, he's got his cyborg legs on, but then he also has his tattoos all over his body, which add to a nice touch to this, and it just looks amazing. I'm really hoping that we do get some dark side skins at some point. I'm probably going to make a whole video on like top 10 skins that I would love to see for the dark side. Now, Ben Walk did say not too long ago that the whole team does know that we really want some dark side skins, so hopefully that means that some are in the works or at least coming soon, but hopefully there are some Darth Maul ones because there's just so many that they could use for him. And I just think it would be great to add the Cyborg Legs Maul, but if you do play on PC, you don't have to wait for that anymore because of this mod. And this was also made by Nanobuds, who also created the Rey Jedi Master mod. So yeah, props to him. He did a great job, and it is one of the most downloaded mods at the moment. It's got over 4,400 downloads, and well deserved, of course. So yeah, be sure and check this one out. And next up at number 5, I really couldn't decide whether to put this one at 5 or 6, simply because this and the Cyborg Darth Legs Maul are so great. It was really hard to choose, so they're kind of equals to me. But this is the Mandalorian mod by Claymaver 2000 and Savager 34. It basically just replaces Boba Fett with custom meshes and all that to make him look a lot like the Mandalorian, and it really works. It is multiplayer compatible from what I've seen. Unfortunately, this mod has not been updated since December, so it doesn't currently work at the moment with the latest patch, but I'm pretty sure he is working on an update for it, so it should be up sooner or later. But he uses the standard EE3 blaster from Boba Fett because he wanted to keep this multiplayer compatible, but he does have his sniper blaster on the back kind of hanging over. It looks really cool. He's got a custom cape. Of course, his armor is kind of that metallic-y chrome kind of look to it, and it just looks really clean overall. It also comes with custom star card images, which is a nice touch, and I always love it when modders do that, and it really makes you feel like you are playing as a brand new hero. But yeah, overall, this is a really great mod. Again, I really hope he updates it soon so we will be able to use it again, but now let's jump to number 4. And this mod is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. This one is the Eld's Purge Troopers mod from Fallen Order, and he did a really great job on it. There are so many details to it and so many different variations you can use as well. But basically, this mod replaces not just Captain Phasma, but the Death Troopers as well, with the Purge Troopers from the Star Wars Fallen Order game. And this mod features every single Purge Trooper skin. It also includes an optional DC-15 LE replacement for the DLT-19. It includes Electro Staff replacement for Phasma's staff, an optional Electro Hammer and Electro Baton replacement for Phasma's staff. It even includes textures for the Imperial Sentry droid, which is that stupidly annoying droid that Phasma places down and stuns you every 3 seconds or something like that. But one of the coolest parts I really like is that it actually includes Boba Fett voice lines for them, so that you don't have to hear Phasma, or that there's just no voice lines at all, and it's just really fun to use. It's got so much detail to it. It looks straight from the game, which it pretty much is, honestly. They just took the meshes from Fallen Order. It's got custom star card images for both the Death Trooper and the Phasma, and this is just one of the best mods I've ever seen made. And I gotta say, I am pretty disappointed with the fact that Ben Walk did say that they don't have any plans to bring over Fallen Order content to Battlefront 2. I honestly think that now that the game is out and most people have played it already, I don't see any issue with bringing some content over for a nice update for Battlefront 2, but I'm sure there's some sort of internal reason on why they haven't done that. But overall, you can use this mod. It is multiplayer compatible, and there's just a lot of options, like I said, and Eld did a really great job with this. So yeah, if you would like to play the Purge Troopers for Captain Phasma and the Death Trooper as well, be sure and download this mod. And next up at number 3, this is a mod that we have seen so many variations of, but this by far tops them all. This is the best one I've seen for this yet. This is Degil's Jango Fett 2020 mod, and this just comes with so much stuff, a lot like the Purge Trooper mod. It comes with a custom model, of course, to look just like Jango Fett from the screen. It comes with high definition textures, custom star cards, custom text for all the UI, a custom weapon model, which is really neat. And so basically it just replaces the EE3 Boba Fett rifle with the Westar 34 blaster that you see in Attack of the Clones that Django uses. And it even includes a custom texture for the Slave 1, which I think is always a nice touch to just add these little details to it. But like I said, this is by far the most realistic Jango Fett mod you can get, and it is multiplayer compatible, which is really surprising. I know a lot of people would love to see Jango Fett in the game, but the chances of him coming are just somewhat unlikely simply because he's too similar to Boba. But with this mod, you will be able to play as him. And what's really funny is in the Slave 1, in the cockpit, you can actually see a low poly model of Jango Fett and his armor and stuff, which is a really nice touch. Like I said, this mod has so many little details about it that just make it seem like it was created by DICE. And I think if you are tired of playing as Boba Fett or just want a much cleaner looking version of him, then this mod is perfect for you. I know I'm going to have it downloaded and always be using it as long as it stays updated and multiplayer compatible. So yeah, amazing job, Degiel, and be sure and check this mod out. And at number 2 for the top 10 mods of the month, we have the Second Sister mod from Fallen Order once again, and this mod was created by Lame Streamer. And it's a lot like the Purge Troopers mod. They just took the mesh imports and the models from Fallen Order and imported them to Battlefront 2, which does take a lot of work, and it looks amazing. This, of course, replaces Darth Maul, and it takes away all of his voice lines, so you won't hear Darth Maul. But I have noticed a funny glitch that at the intro, whenever you spawn in as the Second Sister, for some reason Palpatine starts talking. I don't know why that is, but it's just funny. But this mod is just great because I think the Second Sister has one of the coolest looking designs, especially on the helmet. So I'm really glad to see someone decided to make this a mod. But there's also a second file that you can download which removes her helmet, and they also imported the model for the Second Sister's face. And you even have that amazing looking lightsaber hilt, and overall it's just a very clean mod. It looks really good and it's really fun to play as. And so if you are wanting more Fallen Order gameplay in Battlefront 2, be sure and check this one out as well. And finally, at number 1 of the top 10 mods of the month, this one, no surprise at all, this one is one of the most well-made mods I have ever seen. This is the Darth Malgus mod, once again created by Degiel, who did make the Jango Fett mod. It just shows how talented this person is in making mods. And honestly, there's just so much to this mod. It's multiplayer compatible, which is great. It has a custom model, of course, from Star Wars The Old Republic. It was slightly modified and then imported into Star Wars Battlefront 2. This does replace Darth Vader, including the cloth physics for the cape and immense textures for the cybernetic parts. I like how on some of his buttons and stuff they do glow, which I don't know how he modded that in, but somehow he got it to work. It also has custom user interface text showing Darth Malgus' name instead of Vader. It also has custom star cards, which is always a nice touch, the custom lightsaber hilt, which is amazing, and one of my favorite parts about this, which is something that I didn't even know was in the mod until I decided to play Starfighter Assault, was his custom starfighter, which is the Fury class Imperial Interceptor, and it's just absolutely amazing that he did decide to add that as well. This also comes with 2 additional add-ons that you can get. One which puts Kylo Ren's hood on him, which looks kind of funny to me, I think because of the weird textures and stuff on it, because you can't really change those, but it is still cool to use, as well as a custom lightning ability add-on. This one is not multiplayer compatible as it does change up abilities. It just takes Count Dooku's lightning stun where it knocks down people, and he replaces Darth Vader's focus rage ability. So if you want to play this on RK, you can use that as well. But I just think this could be one of, if not my favorite mod ever made, simply because of all the detail, and it's just uncanny. It doesn't really look like a mod at all. It looks like something that DICE made, and Degiel is a super talented person, and I honestly think he should get hired by DICE, simply because he just knows what he's doing, and he just does a great job with everything he creates. So that is the Darth Malgus mod at number 1 of top 10 mods of the month. I hope you guys did enjoy this start of a new series. Let me know what you think about it. Do you want me to keep doing this? Like I said, I know Azuchu's kind of the main person to do this, but I did ask over on my Discord if you guys would like to see it, and most of you all said yes, which, by the way, the Discord link will be in the description below, so be sure to enjoy that if you want to chat more about Star Wars and stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. Be sure and let me know what your favorite mod was out of all of them, and be sure and leave a like on the video as it really helps out the channel a lot. And if you're new, subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.